Hey, it's Tpok, and I did not plan that. After all, she has been student council president for 3 years. According to her dad, she wanted the job for even longer. I didn't even do anything. I guess 3 years is too short a career for her to leave feeling satisfied. Did the last student council go through this much trouble to make it a smooth transition for you? Shizune makes a chagrined face that tells me they weren't very helpful at all. I guess you're doing all this to set a good example then. That only comes into play if they learn anything from it, Hichan. If they don't, I'll be hyper mad. If they turn out to be the flaky type, I'll definitely be hard on them. Doesn't sound very threatening when Misha is saying it. So you've already met them? Hichan, there are no candidates yet. What? None? Not even for student council president. That is why I'm trying to drum up interest for the position. What do you think? She proudly holds up a poster that she's been working on herself. It looks very military. You might be taking this a little too seriously then. Shizune frowns and plays with her glasses, offended. Is that weird? Yes. She looks oddly happy that I'm disagreeing with her, and I think if she weren't just genuinely focused on what she was doing, she would try to argue with me just because it would be interesting to her. What's weird about it? It looks like she will do that after all. But then Shizune waves her hand dismissively, like she's trying to catch the words in the air and delete them. Instead, she catapults into it, insulting her future successors. Well, one thing that's weird is in my old school, the elections would happen in about 6 months since, we're graduating in March. It's pretty weird to think about them so early. It's a little different here. Hichan, I'll be discouraged if we don't have any replacements when I have to go, Shichan says. But it isn't like the school will stop running without a student council. It will be harder for them to hand out forms, though. Haha. Shizune isn't laughing, however. Misha's joke causes her to flinch, as if she were stung. Though Misha didn't mean for it to come out that way, her quip had a callous cruelty to it in the end. I'm trying to get more people to run, but everyone is so lazy. They think that they can take it easy just because there are no deadlines yet. Slackers, not taking the early game advantage. Still 6 months away? If they aren't making a move now, they don't deserve a vote. Do they really think it's such an easy job that they can do everything at the last minute and just coast into role? Insulting. Really, really. They're gonna be eaten alive once they have to sit at this tiny desk and see just how much work they have to do. If this were a real election, they would be in deep trouble. I was reading about Japanese campaigning laws the other day. Only the bad ones for some reason. For a second, Shizune was talking like her father there, and it was coming out of Misha's mouth. Creepy. Well, first off, Shadow Shogun, you can't really make the call. They'll be elected. Second, it's just a school election. It's not like running for a city council or the Diet. What is the Diet? I don't think Japanese campaigning laws apply. Third, although I don't want to say it, I'm nervous that Shizune is so enthusiastic about this talking of elections and votes. According to her dad, she wasn't even elected herself. Come to think of it, I can't remember Shizune ever saying she was elected either. Then did she get this position by being recruited into the student council and having it fall apart until she was the only one left? Somehow I'd never considered it. I don't know what to think about that, but it wouldn't surprise me. We're only 3 people strong now. If the circumstances behind her becoming student council president were that sad, I wonder if there will be a vote at all. Interest could just be that low or non-existent, really. Then all our energy would be going towards nothing. I slap an exclamation mark on the end of a poster I'm working on. It's a little plain, so I think adding one is okay. Actually, it still might be a little too plain. I make the mark twice as large. Oh, that's might be too big now. I still say you need to slow down. If this stuff isn't going to be relevant for months, maybe you're working a little too hard on it. That's what I think. You're worrying too much. I don't know how to sign the word relevant. I try and only end up flicking a long line of paint where I didn't intend to. There's no way I can fix that. Misha, can you ask her that? Shizune giggles silently, clenching her teeth so that no sound actually comes out. Because there is a lot to worry about. Like what? Like usually the boxes end up looking very pretty, so people take them. Have to plan for that. We should make them funny looking this time then, so no one will take them. How about that, Shi-chan? We can draw some weird faces on them, or we can put a picture of Shizune on each one saying stealing is wrong. No, it's not funny. It's not the only problem either. There is voter turnout, of course. The worst case scenario would be not having any candidates. Although it seems she meant it jokingly from the way she smiles and she signs it, that isn't how it comes out. Even Misha understands that the possibility is very real, and though she tries to salvage the mood by punctuating Shizune's statement with a laugh, it doesn't work. What is wrong with both of you? I was just making a joke. There actually is some interest this year. If there wasn't, would I be doing all this work? I'm not stupid. When the elections are over, I'll buy everyone dinner. I'm already planning it. Even the new student council? No, they can buy their own celebration dinner. It will only be for the current student council. I'll be happy once I'm through having to do these thankless jobs all the time. A dinner just for us? Yay, it's like a little party, Shi-chan. Though her cheerfulness is obviously forced, I say nothing. For the rest of the period, which fortunately isn't very long, we work in silence. After classes, I find that the student council room is locked. It's strange because Shizune was so busy earlier that I would expect her to continue working after school. It would be what she normally would do. Maybe she listened to my suggestion and decided to take a break. I'm hoping it's that simple. Feeling a little uneasy, I take a brief stroll around the school. It's only half conscious. I can't remember when I started moving my feet, but I've already covered enough of the campus that I'm starting to feel tired. Not that means anything now. Just a short stroll around the school grounds and I'm already winded. Really pathetic. Before I know it, I'm back in front of the student council office. There's someone else too this time. Hi, Hi-chan. It's locked. Seeing a can of lemonade in her hand, I reflexively start looking for a vending machine nearby. I'm so thirsty. I know that Hi-chan. Shi-chan is somewhere else, I guess. Weird. We aren't stuck together, Hi-chan. Misha takes a long drink from her lemonade, eventually just tipping it over and pouring the rest into her mouth. I feel like I'm being mocked. Do you want one, Hi-chan? No, it's okay. I can't take someone else's drink. It's rude. Besides, you're making fun of me, aren't you? I just saw you inhale all of that. I have another one in my bag. I was prepared, see? See? I'm just like Shi-chan. She's a little too prepared. It's good some of that is rubbing off on you anyway. After what, 2 years? The way she stares at me as I drink it is a little disconcerting, but I'm too grateful to care much about it. You and Shizune always end up treating me to something. It's starting to embarrass me. Really, Hi-chan? Buy me lunch sometime then, okay? Then we'll be even. Well, it's funny you should say that. I was going to ask if you wanted to eat in town. Yeah, I'm really hungry today, Hi-chan, thanks. Yesterday. I was going to ask her yesterday. Misha cuts me off before I can finish this sentence, and I can't find an opening to correct her. She dashes enthusiastically around me, laughing, her arms flapping excitedly at her sides. I already have my wallet with me, so I start walking towards town with Misha trailing behind me, playing idly with her hands and loudly wondering to herself where we should go eat. At least I think so. She could be asking me. Do you have anywhere specific you want to go? I want to go to the tea house. They have a really big parfait there. I saw you eat a parfait there last time. It looked really big. No. This one's really, really big. It's also really expensive. Really, really expensive? A little. Jeez. Well, you and Shizune paid for my food a bunch of times, so it's fine. Hee-chan, I don't think I ever did that. Are you sure it wasn't just Hee-chan? Are you really arguing against a free meal? Don't worry about it. We go to the Shanghai and are seated by a waitress who is surprisingly not Yuko. Whoa, that's new. Misha is very eager to eat the parfait because she shouts her order as soon as she walks through the door. When it arrives, I can see that it is both very big and very expensive looking. Aren't you going to order anything, Hee-chan? If you're hungry, we can share. Nah, I don't like parfaits. I don't like pralin. Oh, I have a kind of awkward / funny story. So, I went to a dinner party the other night, and the hostess said, so for dinner tonight, I'm serving vegetables put on polenta. Like it was some weird combo of polenta and mixed vegetables and stuff. It was really good, but I don't know what to call it besides that. But I did not hear polenta, I heard placenta. And the entire time I was eating this, I was just like, I really hope this is not what I think it is. I know it's not what I think it is, but that word is now stuck in my brain forever. So, yeah. I don't know what pralin is, though. Pralin. You can pick it out. You can't just pick out pralin, don't be silly. Even if I could, Misha is mashing her food together to the point where it's no longer possible. It also looks kind of gross. Val, go away. I wonder if that many flavors can even blend together well. Could you really taste anything in that goop? She's acting like it's delicious anyway. Parfaits are the best. I have sensitive teeth, so ice cream is a no-no. Cake is too soft though, and there's too much icing. I get bored. Parfait is interesting. How many cafes have parfaits here? I think 10. I've tried them all. I like this one the best. It has a little flan. You sound like you're some kind of dessert expert. Not just dessert. I want to eat all kinds of delicious things. Someday I'll have enough money to buy a 2-kilogram Matsusaka beefsteak. I don't know what that is. Oh, but beefsteak. I'm studying beefsteak mint. Yeah, it's weird. But I'm studying it. That's like over 100,000 yen. I guess this kind of decadent food is kind of your hobby then, huh? A hobby isn't exactly something that should take months to learn about someone. I've been very rude in retrospect. Also, that is one pricey hobby. I guess so. Decadent. Yeah. Misha giggles, raising her hand to her face. It looks like some ice cream accidentally got on her nose. She doesn't notice it. I can't stop noticing it. I wish she would wipe it off. I'm about to tell her about it, but she suddenly says, I don't know what that means. Oh, I guess that's a bad word anyway. It has implications. Epicurean is better. It means someone who enjoys eating nice food. That's the adjective though, so epicure. Epicure is the word for it. Wahaha. Hee-chan, you're too wordy. Sorry. I think that's what Shi-chan likes about you. Because I'm wordy, I need to buy some thesauruses then. No, not like that, Hee-chan. I decide to order some coffee after all, but it takes a while to get the waitress to notice, and I think actually getting my coffee will take about as long. The tea shop is filling up, no surprise, as we've already been here for almost an hour while she was chipping away at that dessert. I order my coffee too, but Misha orders one as well, so it seems we're going to be here longer than I thought. I really wish it was that easy. It's hard to talk to her lately. Shi-chan's been busy because of the elections. I know we can't have fun all the time. It's just there's a lot I want to say to her, I think. I always screw up when the time comes, though. And I don't even have the time now because of the elections. They're not for a while, though. Hee-chan, do you think Shi-chan is avoiding you? Misha sounds very, very angry. I don't know why I said very. That's to be expected, but I don't feel that way at all. No? Is that so? The dreamy way in which she says it makes me think that Misha is disappointed with my answer. In that case, it could be how she feels. I'm uneasy in asking such a question. But I trust Misha would answer it honestly, otherwise I wouldn't even dream of it. Do you? No, of course not, Hichan. But it's frustrating sometimes. Shichan has so much energy and is always trying to make people feel as excited about things as she is. But it's like Shichan doesn't know how to handle things when everyone gets really hyped up. Or, I think that she wants to make sure nothing goes wrong. When I want to help out, Shichan always pushes me away. It's frustrating. I'm just overthinking it, probably. Right? Misha takes a big gulp from her coffee and then sticks her tongue out. Ow, hot, hot, hot. I thought it would have cooled down by now. Has it really been that long? I checked my watch. It hasn't been very long at all, but looking outside, the sun is already starting to set. I thought you went for lunch. Not really. Huh, it got dark out pretty quickly today though, so I could understand why you might think that. At my words, Misha looks outside and yawns almost immediately. She looks sleepy. That's funny because... Are you sleepy? You were wide awake like 2 seconds ago. I feel tired when it gets dark, Hichan. Just like that. Are you a bird? I pick up my own coffee and have a sip. Wait, she's drinking coffee and getting tired. That's backwards. It's not very hot at all, but very tasty. I down it as quickly as possible because now I want to get back to my dorm as well. Misha tries to emulate me, but it's still too hot for her. While I wait for her to finish, I start to wonder what she meant back then about Shizune liking something about me. Suddenly I'm very curious, but dragging that back up now seems like an unnecessary action. I try to weigh the option again, but I'm interrupted by Misha slamming her empty cardboard cup down on the table with a loud pop. Done! She lets out a short laugh, seeming very pleased with herself, kind of like a toddler. I wonder if she had that drill-shaped haircut when she was little too, or was it something more like her current look? It would make more sense. I guess we should head back then. I can't see the waitress. Try not to fall asleep while I pay for the sundae, okay? Not a sundae. It's a parfait, Hichan. I was gonna say. I don't remember a sundae. Did you order something else? I can't see my clock from here. Dang it. Well, you have ice cream on your nose. Is that day over? Okay then. I'm gonna look for my clock. I don't remember when I started recording, so I think it was about 20 minutes ago. So I'm gonna end it at this new day. Acute triangle. That's better than an uncute triangle. I don't know why I created a new save it either. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.